Hey guys, this is Renee and I'm back with some real talk. What I wanted to discuss today with everyone is comparison, comparing. Do you find yourself that in many situations that you're comparing yourself to others? Because I know that happens to all of us. We could be at a party, we could be at a club, we could be at a supermarket, we could be at our kids' school, and we might look at somebody or immediately feel uncomfortable just because you might see someone that might be better looking. Maybe they're skinnier than you, um, whatever it might be. And do you also find when you're in a situation like that where you catch yourself, comparing yourself to the other person, how does that make you feel? Well, I could tell you right off the bat, the way that it makes me feel crappy about myself, because there you are, you're taking your worst quality, that's what we usually do, and we're comparing it to somebody else. We are unique in ourselves. There's always going to be somebody that is better looking. There's always going to be somebody that is skinnier than you. There's always someone that's going to be smarter than you. And we have to not compare ourselves to others, because that is just going to destroy your happiness. And I don't know about you, but I know that there was many times that I would look over to somebody else and be like, oh my God, damn, she's beautiful. And I would feel, I would then start feeling insecure because I'm comparing myself to her, right? And whereas no one should be comparing themselves to anybody else. And then would you also find that you might see a beautiful woman or a handsome man, whatever it might be, and then because they're more beautiful than you or prettier than you, or you think that they're prettier than you start hating that person. You're like, look at that bitch, or look at that jerk, or look at whatever. Do you see how once you start comparing yourself to someone else, how many negative feelings come out? I know that, the media out there, tries to put this image that how a person should be. Like, you're not beautiful unless you're skinny, or you're not beautiful unless you're a size 0, or whatever it is that the media makes, in Hollywood, for everybody to believe is true. But it's not true, because you know what? You're beautiful the way that you are. You're unique in your own different way. We are all different people. So you have different qualities than somebody else. But that doesn't make them better than you. And we need to stop comparing ourselves to others. And I'm not just saying comparing yourself to strangers, but there's many times that, like, if you have any sisters and brothers, you might compare yourself to your sister. Maybe you feel that you're not as smart as her, or that your parents like her better, or she's more giving than you are. Comparison can happen in any situation. It could happen with a stranger, it could happen with a family member, it could happen with a friend. But we have to be more aware of what we're doing, because when you compare, it only brings negative things to surface. Like I said, within yourself, you feel horrible about yourself once you see someone that you feel may be better looking than you. Okay? And then you might even start hating that person for no reason, just because you think that they're beautiful. This happens all the time, and you're not alone. You're not the only one who thinks about this. When that happens, you need to stop and change your atmosphere. Even if it's walking across to the other side of the room, you need to clear your head and get your thoughts together and say, what am I thinking? They're their own person, I'm my own person. We're all unique in different ways. We have to stop putting pressure like the media does on ourselves, that you have to look like this, and if you want to be attractive, or whatever it is, okay? Because it's wrong what they're doing, because real life is not how they make it seem like, in Hollywood. That is not real life. Real life is not being, a size 0 or less in order to be attractive, because there's people that are a size 12 that are beautiful. There's people that are a size 16 that is beautiful. Okay? You're beautiful in your own way. And we have to remember that, because it's so easy to forget in the moment if you see somebody that is better, that you feel is better than you. But you have to bring yourself back to reality and say, you know what? I'm a good person. I'm a unique person. And you have to then, maybe turn around and give that person a compliment and say, you know what? You have beautiful eyes. Or I love your hair. And you know what? By you recognizing this can actually help you grow as a person, because comparing yourself to others is not going to help you. It's going to actually hurt you as a person. Because when you compare yourself to someone else, what you're doing is you're putting yourself down. You're looking at whatever weak quality you feel that you have, and you're just validating that to yourself. Where we're too hard on ourselves, and we need to ease up on that a little bit. And in my other videos, that you could, if you watch them or not, or if anything, go back and watch it. There are many videos that I did that I do affirmations, and doing affirmations will actually help you to stop comparing yourself to others. Because I know we all do it. I've been there. I've even hated people that I never even met because, I would look at them. Or the best has to be is, if you have insecurities and you are in a relationship and you might be at a party or a wedding, and maybe all these women are wearing really sexy dresses, and your partner can't keep their eyes off of them, you then start comparing yourself to them, and then hating them because your partner is looking at them and not looking at you. So we've all been there. We've all done that. So that just shows you, when you are comparing yourself to others, that more work needs to be done on you to make yourself a better person. So it doesn't matter who walks in the room. It doesn't matter if the person you're with happens to glance over to a beautiful girl, and you should be able to be like, you know what, wow, she's really beautiful. We should be able to give another woman or another man a compliment if they're beautiful, or if they're smart, if they're intelligent, if they have a nice body. But you know what? It's so hard for us to do that, especially if you have insecurities. So comment below. Let me know. Have you been in situations like that before, where you caught yourself, comparing yourself to someone else, or maybe hating someone because they walked in the room and your significant other or partner glanced at them because they're really beautiful? They look like a model. They were gorgeous, because I know that this has happened to all of us. You're not alone. But that just shows that you need to love yourself a lot more. You need to work on your insecurities that you might have. Because once you work on that on a daily basis, you're not going to be comparing yourself to anybody else anymore. You might then look at the other person and, get inspired by them. Like, wow, look at that body. She must be working out, eating healthy. I want that. And then you go and work out. So we have to change all these negative things that we do in life to positive in order for us to live the life we're supposed to, get the quality of life. That's what it's about. It's about being happy. So comment below, like I said before, and let me know if this has happened to you, if you always constantly comparing yourself to someone else. If you could relate to what I said, that there's been times where you ended up hating the person that ended up walking in the room because you thought they were prettier than you or skinnier than you or whatever it might be. So comment below, and you guys have the great rest of the day, and I will see you tomorrow. Mwah!